Welcome to the Welcome to the Warp to the Void podcast, hosted on Gameiverse channel. Here we talk about video games, anime, any nerdy content in the void. I'm this week's host. My name's Cameron, and I'm here with my beautiful co-host Jason. How you doing, Jason?
I'm doing pretty good.
Doing pretty
Thank you.
good.
That was a good intro.
I was able to do it
First try.
No,
First try.
Besides all the practices even before turning on the microphone.
Those are just vocal exercises. You're
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
You're fine. Yeah. You did the like do re mi
fa sol
do.
Just go from the deep to the highs.
Yeah. So we're talking about Hazbin Hotel.
Yeah.
All right.
All the new Hazbin Hotel riled up stuff that's been going. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So 8 total episodes. That's the season.
Yeah. First 4 were dropped at the same time, and then the next 2 weeks following it dropped the last 2. Or the last 4. It did 2 and then 2 more.
And 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. I thought I was just late to the party. I didn't know they did 4 in one shot.
Yeah, they did 4 in one shot.
Okay.
It was weird. I kept hearing a lot that they were going to do all 8 right away, so that's kind of what I was expecting. But Amazon's been kind of weird with that kind of stuff. Like they did it with Invincible. They did like half a season. They're like, "Oh, the next half is coming later," and it's like, "Why?
When? When?"
Well, they announced it. They said April. We'll talk about it then.
I don't mind if Amazon takes their time because the products they put out look really good.
Yeah, I don't even mind weekly episodes. I feel like I'm just a little spoiled with The Boys because that would come out weekly, but you get an hour-long episode, so it's a lot to intake.
That's kind of what I was wondering. Was like, 8 episodes, so they're gonna be like 40 plus minutes. And then they were just like 20, and I was like, a little upsetting. So getting into the beginning, do you want to talk about the pilot at all?
Yeah, probably compare the pilot to the actual like show itself.
Yeah.
Like, of course, you can tell the animation in the actual show itself looks a lot better than the pilot.
So much cleaner.
Granted, the pilot was, I think it was her first animation that she had at least put on YouTube. I just know we're on YouTube as Vizzy Pop. Her full name, you would have to pull up her full name.
Vivian something?
Vivian, yeah.
First name Vivian, I think.
Yeah.
We'll keep that.
Vivian does a really good job. With what she had to work with making that pilot, she did really well because she had like a pretty good amount of good like named voice actors come in and help her with some of the stuff. And I don't know how solo the project was when it comes to animation, because I know with like,
I think she had a group.
Okay,
that's a lot to animate.
It is, because I know with Hello Boss she currently has a group, and of course Hazbin Hotel she has Amazon behind her.
Yeah, like the pilot looked good.
Yeah,
and you kind of go in with that expectation of like, oh, it's a YouTube thing.
Yeah,
so like you're not putting in like high expectations. So like, not to sound mean, but for like YouTube content, it's like peak.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I don't think much competes with that.
Yeah. No. There's lots of animators and stuff like that on YouTube. I don't want to say it is, because like there's other things like there's an old animator that I know them by Wuku's. They did a whole like apocalypse kind of animation, but this is the first animation I've seen on YouTube with that much detail in that at that time. Like she put a lot of detail, a lot of effort. Not only that, but like a really good story to kind of like grasp your attention with a lot of mystery and wonder, which I feel she did well, because I think that's like a big thing that captures a lot of audiences. Like, well, what's really going on? There's lots of questions that we don't have answered. That's why like Five Nights at Freddy's did so well, because there was so much happening, but you got no information.
Yeah, and I think it's easier to hide stuff in like a pilot versus like the 8 episode format that the show's in.
Yeah, of course.
Because everyone kind of, I think the big character mystery right now that like we see often is Alistair.
Yeah.
So going into it, it feels like he kind of just like is forced to reveal himself with how much is like he's in the show.
Yeah. because we got a taste this season. We got a taste of every character's at least background and or history, in some way or some form. Which we don't have much of Alistair. All we have on his background really is like how he was when he first came to Hell.
We didn't. We didn't get much on like Nifty.
Nifty's the only other one, yeah.
Nifty,
but
yeah.
I feel like Nifty's more of a kind of like joke
background
character,
yeah,
a background joke, comic relief.
We could have gotten more on Husk.
Yeah, we could have gotten more on Husk. They give a bit with him, but we could have gotten more. I feel like we definitely should have. Granted, I do know the creator does like live streams and does Q&As and stuff like that, and she reveals like a lot of more information. This information we're talking about here is just solely based off what we've seen in the show. We're not pulling any of the extra source information. One reason why I want to say that is because creators will change their mind on the spot when it comes to storytelling.
Yeah.
So, I'm not saying that she's not doing it, but VisiPop may have the idea like, oh, I want this right now in the moment of the live stream. But later down the road, while she's telling the story, go, actually, let's do this instead. Because that happens all the time.
It can be spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot what it was, but I had a really big thing where like they had some spur of the moments with like some animation or movie where they were like, actually, let's switch it up and do this instead, like right away, and the entire like production was like that.
I think like one of like fans' favorite things is when an actor just like suddenly improvises a whole different scene than what was playing, like Robin Williams or like oh god, Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp. I got John.
Yeah, I think those are like the best.
Oh yeah,
because like they're in character and like it just fits really well because they know that person so good.
But they've adopted the character so much that improv works well, which I think improv in some cases is like really good. Like it's needed. I feel like in some places it's needed to make the movie or show better.
It gives it like a personal touch.
Yeah,
that the actor. I think only the actor can have that kind of relationship with the character.
Yeah,
I think the writers, they have so much they have to do.
Yeah,
that I think it is good if an actor comes in and is like, hey, what if we try like this thing out? Or they just go for it.
Yeah,
because like you can get it cut if it's not good.
Yeah, exactly.
But like if you get gold, you get gold.
Exactly. But yeah, comparing to the pilot, or talking about the pilot back when it first came out, I remember the hype on it was huge. Like it was all over the place.
You texting me, and being like, "I need you to like look this up." And I was like, "What is it?" And you're like, "It's kind of weird to explain. It's like Adult Swim Disney." I was like, "All right, I'll give it a shot." And then I started watching it, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is like really nice."
Yeah, for a YouTube
thing, yeah.
Which
it feels bad. It feels like rude to say that, but like you look at the show, and it's just a whole different level of like cleaned up.
Yeah, oh yeah, and it's bad to say like for that at that time. But granted, there may have been better animators on YouTube, but there was no animated show that was that good at that time on YouTube.
Yeah, for working with like whatever she worked with.
Yeah, little to nothing, at least to our knowledge. Yeah,
it was great. And I wonder if like this was volunteer work or if she just like saved up like money somewhere to pay for these people.
Just kind of throw it out there. Yeah,
if it was like a passion project and she just like got a bunch of people on board. Yeah, I wonder how that went.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then what's the next point you got here?
Overall, like initial impression of the show, like what would you rate it?
So this overall initial impression of the show itself, I'm not disappointed whatsoever. Like what the pilot gave me, I feel like the show kind of gave me the same satisfaction of story, if that makes sense. Like you got a really good coherent kind of basis on what the show or what it was going to be about in the pilot, and then when the show came out, I don't think anything was what's the term I'm looking for here?
Describe it. to what?
retconned. Nothing was
Okay.
retconned. Yeah. No, I don't think anything was retconned from the pilot to what the show is now, which I feel like is amazing for the sole fact that there was a multiple year gap between the pilot and the show.
And the pilot is like it's canon,
Yeah, yeah, the
which is
pilot.
usually not how pilots work.
Yeah, she get the pilot canon, which is cool. And then, but I would say overall, I'd give the show an 8. I fairly enjoyed 8 out of 10 right off the
Yeah, I was
bat.
thinking like 7,
Okay.
maybe. I think the the first half of the season was a little rough. I wasn't like the biggest fan of it.
Yeah, I remember you talking about the music. Just like the
Yeah, 2 to 3 musicals per episode when you're watching a show that's like, I think, trying to take itself serious,
Mhm.
it can be a little much
I
for
feel like,
me.
yeah, I feel like if each episode was about an hour, 3 I would understand,
Choose,
but
yeah,
squeezing 2 to 3 and under 30 minutes, it's kind of rough.
because like yeah, it's about 20-minute episodes, so you got two
Each,
songs that are at least a minute.
yeah,
So ten
which,
percent
yeah,
of your episodes going to singing,
yeah,
and it's not like the voices are bad,
hmm
but there needs to be some more build up to some of the songs. I
yeah,
feel like,
yeah. They literally just jump into songs sometimes.
yeah. Um, so it just depends. I kind of want to save it maybe for the nitpicking part we have planned out,
Yeah,
so I won't go too far into it right now. But initial impression, I'm not usually the biggest fan of this type of stuff.
hmm
Like, Hell of a Boss can be excessive sometimes with like the raunchy humor
oh
that
yeah,
they
yeah,
do,
yeah.
and it's like they got like the one scene. It's kind of funny, but like it can happen a lot. But it was Blitz's brother, cousin. What's his name?
Which
The
one?
clown.
Oh, God, Fizzarelli? Yeah, Fizzarelli.
Fizzarolli.
Yeah, Fizzarelli.
Okay, because I think he has some room that's like a bunch of dildos in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I was like, all right.
Well, no. And then there's also the episode in Hell of a Boss where Moxie's dad uh like thinks Moxie's gay or whatever, and he hits a button and all of the like heads on the walls
Yeah,
turn into dicks.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh wow.
And so yeah, sometimes I'm like, all right, a little much. Not a huge fan of it, but like whatever, it's gonna pass.
Yeah.
This show, I think because Charlie is more clean cut,
hmm
that doesn't happen as often.
Yeah.
And it is kind of nice that Charlie is like a glass of water
Yeah.
amongst the alcohol of the show.
Yeah. Which, granted, the only like character that is real sexual is Angel Dust, which I feel like having the single like portion of it is
Yeah.
good. Having just like instead of everywhere is
Mhm.
sex, it's
Yeah.
just Angel Dust. Angel Dust's story inside is that.
Speaking of Angel Dust, though, I think he's had the most development
Oh
so
yeah.
far.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they
100%.
call it out in the show,
Yeah.
but I do like that he learns to start to stand up for himself
Yeah.
and also other people to some extent. Like we learned that he sells his soul to
To one of the V's.
one of the V's,
Yeah.
Valentino.
Valentino.
Yeah,
Yeah. Valentino.
and I like that he kind of gets combative with Charlie, but he's trying to be like nice about it the whole episode. That episode was the one that hooked me into wanting to watch the last half of the season
Yeah.
because like up until Poison, I was kind of not feeling a lot of the songs.
Yeah, Poison. With the first 4 episodes I got sent out, Poison was my top
Yeah,
until
and Poison was the one that was pre-released on YouTube before it hit Amazon,
which
right?
I thought was funny. Yeah, it was pre-released on YouTube before it hit Amazon, which I thought was funny because I said it with you when it came out. I was like, so far because we watched the 4 episodes before 5 and 6 came out
Mhm.
together, and I was like, it's funny because this song out of the 4 episodes so far is the best song out of the current 4 episodes, and she released it onto YouTube, which I was like,
It's a little underwhelming.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because I'm like, I thought the music would all be just about this good.
Hmm. But like Poison does so well because like we have more attachment to Angel Dust
Yeah,
right off the bat
yeah,
from the pilot up and up.
hmm,
So like we really get a lot of story that hits that makes the song really good.
yeah,
And it's still like my top three.
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah,
I love that song.
yeah. Poison does really good. I really like Poison.
I would be surprised if Poison wasn't in someone's top three
Yeah,
because you can feel that there's a lot of time put into it.
yeah. The voice actor that they got for Angel Dust in the show compared to the pilot, I enjoyed his voice a lot more than I do the pilot voice. Not only that, but he also has a great singing voice. The actor does a really good job at singing,
Hmm.
especially with using that voice. Because I know, I at least I've heard. I don't want to confirm and say it's true, but I've heard that Vizzy Pop's original idea for Angel Dust's voice was to sound closer to one of the Animaniac characters, the one with the hat. I can't remember
I
his
want to
name.
say Rocco.
Rocco. I
I
think
don't
Rocco's
know.
the eldest brother.
I don't know enough about
Yeah,
Animaniacs.
but I heard that she wanted her, Angel Dust's voice to sound more like him, in which this voice actor does a really good job, but isn't because that Wacko, that's his name,
Well,
Wacko.
okay, I was
Yeah,
close.
well, yeah, yeah.
I was almost there.
But Wacko has there's a lot of like dumb in his voice because he is a really goofy character. I would say there's a lot of
Oh
like
god.
the "Whoa," like kind of in his
Yeah.
voice, which Angel Dust sounds like that, but without the "Whoa."
Well, I'm glad it's not Rocco because now I think of Rocco, I just think of that
Wacko.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah. Oh,
But that
oh, yeah.
that
Oh,
depressed like kangaroo.
yeah.
Yeah. And he talks like lispy,
Oh yeah.
but with the Australian accent. Such a weird thing. I'm glad Angel Dust doesn't sound like that.
Yeah. No.
Could you imagine Australian accent
Yeah.
singing Poison?
Oh god.
So strange. Um,
Sound like Billy Butcher from The Voice. Voice. Oh,
Oi!
somebody's got to AI that for me. I would love it.
Yeah, he's singing to his wife.
Singing the Homelander.
Man. Is there a character that you just like? It could be good writing that you don't like them,
Mhm.
but like, is there a character you just genuinely do not like?
Adam.
You don't like Adam?
I don't like Adam.
Like good writing, don't like, or don't
I
like as a
don't.
whole?
I don't like. It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
It might be just because I'm also getting off the Records of Ragnarok high, but Adam
Yeah.
and Records of Ragnarok, I love him so much in Records of Ragnarok. Like that's I love Adam so much in that show that seeing Adam in this show, like comparing the two, I know they're two completely
They're
different
so
shows. Yeah,
different.
there's no reason to compare the two besides like who they're interpreted after.
Yeah,
And
and there's such different genres.
yeah, yeah. But I feel like there's a lot to the reason why I don't like it's because Adam, of course, is supposed to be an angel. He's supposed to be a quote unquote on the good side, a good guy. But he is no different than like Blitz from Hell of a Boss.
Hmm.
I feel like he is just as bad as any demon in hell, but he's supposed to be one of the quote unquote good guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand he leads the purge
The
to like,
Exorcist.
yeah, the exorcist and all that, but there's no reason that he would have to be such a like straight up mean dick all the time. Like,
Yeah,
there's no reason for that.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think that's not terrible because from what I can gather, there's only really people we see that do like extreme things
Hmm.
that get sent low. And
Yeah.
I think like, if you're relatively like okay, you get sent to heaven. Um
I get what you're
I think
saying.
most like in Hell of a Boss, we get a better idea of what people that commit sin like go down for, and it's like usually like murder.
Yeah.
There's usually not much of anything that's like simpler than that.
Yeah.
Like it's not as like nitpicky. It seems to be more on the extremes.
Yeah, I get you.
So like
Okay.
Adam not being like a full blown psychopath,
Yeah.
still gets to go to heaven.
Okay. Even though he's a straight asshole.
Yeah, even though he's like a jerk, like
Yeah.
they're letting jerks in.
I
I'm like,
gotcha.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. That
because
makes
like
sense.
yeah, like you can kind of see the ego that comes with the Exorcists,
Yeah.
and how like everyone's little they think they're above everybody else.
Kind of like the Cheers from Hell, the boss, that one like deer one. Yeah, no.
Yeah, like yeah, and there's a sass with being like cute and fluffy, I guess.
But yeah, I get that. Yeah, but overall, even like without the writing, I I don't like Adam. Just I um
What?
outside of the writing, I feel like his character
So
isn't so great.
not being a carbon copy
Yeah.
of Record of Ragnarok,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what like is there like a moment where you're like you wish Adam did something a little different?
Oh, I would just say that like um man, I guess it might just be most of the writing. It kind of going
Just
with it.
all around?
Yeah, it might be just all around, like outside of like the Records of Ragnarok thing. I feel like Adam, it was kind of weird, without going too far into like the show itself yet, but like the power scaling on Adam was a little weird, I feel, because he seemed to have like a slight struggle with Alistair until he got a single hit on him, and then like, but yet he can completely vanquish like a whole warship by just sticking out his hand.
I don't know. We can come back to that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's still on the writing thing, but like I would say Adam as a character, what makes me just probably dislike him is I just feel like he's a douchebag. Granted, that means it's good writing.
Yeah.
It's a good writing for the character that they want to be a douchebag. As an example, in Harry Potter, the one, um, you know who I'm talking about, the girl that takes Dumbledore's place in
The old
the
lady?
yeah, in
I
like the
don't know
Order
her
of the
name.
Phoenix or whatever.
I know who you mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
she like scars Harry on the hand, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I hate her with a passion,
Yeah.
but I hate her because she's done well.
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of feel like here with Adam, he's written to be a douchebag, and that's why I hate him, because he is a douchebag. So
I get you. I think a character I probably don't like very much is I can't remember her name. I don't know if it's ever said. The one of the V's, that girl.
oh yeah,
Um
it's like Billy or something like that. I don't
yeah,
know.
like the V's, like not Valentino. I actually kind of like Valentino.
Not Valentino or Vox. It's the girl, the only
No,
female of the group. Yeah,
I don't like Vox that much either.
Vox is yeah.
Vox, okay. Well, there's kind of a problem that I have with the show, and it's that I feel like Vox, Lucifer, Adam are all kind of like Blitz.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I know Vox probably isn't going to be that relevant in the show, but like Adam is, and so is Lucifer. So like them feeling pretty similar to one another is a little like ugh at times.
There's not a lot of character diversity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are like the three. Like those, like I think it's fine after that. But like Vox is kind of just like I don't think he's needed. I don't think his rivalry with Alistair was needed.
Unless
I
it does
would.
something later in the later seasons, but this season there was I
Mhm.
feel like there was no reason to mention.
I honestly think Valentino makes a better Overlord
Oh yeah.
than Vox
Oh yeah.
because he feels like a up and coming like lust sin
Yeah.
versus like Vox who's just like entertainment,
Yeah.
and that's like that stuff doesn't feel needed in the setting of the show.
Yeah.
Like they need protection and stuff. Like, I don't know.
Valentino's whole thing is nice because of his like contract with Angel Dust, who is one of our like main characters that
Yeah.
the story will follow.
If the show was flipped and it was everyone's in heaven,
Yeah.
and then like they're having to deal with an incoming threat, I could see like there being a corrupt individual who's doing like broadcasting.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. I feel
Yeah.
like that would be better, but Vox doesn't feel important enough to be an overlord.
Yeah. Which is why he's part of the three. No.
Yeah, I know. Like they split the role, but they give Vox the lead of the three.
Oh yeah.
But I don't like that girl.
Yeah.
I don't like her attitude. It's not bad. Like it's not bad writing. It's just like I don't like her because she's just like annoying.
Yeah, I would have to say one of the biggest things I had with her is when they did have the meeting with all the overlords
Mm-hmm.
and how she just basically straight up gets in like the main overlord's face. In my head, I was like, what's stopping this girl for just straight up axing you? Like,
I'll look up her name right now. Yeah,
yeah,
I do like their song in terms of their voices.
yeah. They sound their voices are good. The song was, I don't think the song was needed.
No, yeah, the
No.
song wasn't needed, but I am desperately waiting for that green guy, that overlord.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. The oldest overlord
Yeah, I'm gonna
there.
look up their names right now, so
Yeah,
we got those ready.
we got you guys. The show's still fairly new. Give us a moment. Names are a little rough. There's a lot of characters.
Okay, so the Carmilla
Carmilla,
is
yeah,
the main one,
yeah,
or the one that does the weapon sales.
yeah.
Okay, and then we have okay, the girl's name that we were talking about. Her name's Velvet.
Velvet. Okay.
Vox Valentino Velvet, three V's.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have let's see, where is she? Where is he? Zestiel. That's
Zestiel.
such a
Yeah.
nice name.
Yeah. Zestiel is really cool.
I cannot wait for him to get some sort of song.
Yeah. Well, he has one with you just said her name. Not Velvet, but the other one.
Oh yeah, but like he
Yeah.
doesn't. I need him to have a more like important.
Yeah, he
He
sounded
needs to
for
lead.
that moment in
Yeah,
there. He sounded good.
he
Sounded
sounded
really
great.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I need more of him.
yeah. I can't wait to see more of him because he looks like an interesting character that I would like to even dive into. But yeah,
And he's ancient. I think that's what they were
yeah,
saying. Like
yeah. He's the oldest one.
most of the overlords are probably relatively new. Like you can tell by their designs
Yeah,
that they're all fairly new. Like Alistair is like I think early 1900s,
yeah,
but like what's her name? The V's, they're all new because they're TV.
yeah. I don't know if you noticed it, but it took me the second watch to notice it. When Zextiel and Alistair are walking together down the road,
Mm.
all the other centers in the background are like dying or getting hurt. And I think Zexiel's thing is bad luck.
Or like a plague type thing.
Either that, yeah. I feel like it's more on the bad luck side because it's not like them like getting sick and falling over. It's like things dropping on them, something hitting them. Like,
Oh yeah, like they're intentionally like throwing themselves. It's kind of like
yeah,
that movie like Bird Box, where like you look at some invisible force and then you just like have the drive to like hurt yourself. Yeah,
yeah.
I might not be able to say that.
Oh, you just can't say the S word. Oh well, I don't know.
No, just kidding. Okay.
I don't know. We might.
I liked Camilla, or is it Carmilla? Carmilla.
Carmilla. Yeah,
I liked Carmilla. Her voice is stunning.
her voice is really good.
Her
She
voice
does a good
is
job.
stunning. I don't feel like she needed to have those two songs.
No,
But
her song with
her daughters,
no, her song with the
Viv or the V.
no, the one of the
Oh,
Charlie's
Vaggie?
Vaggie, yeah,
All
I knew
the
it started with a
V's.
V, yeah.
All the V's.
Her song with Vaggie, I thought was pretty good. I didn't
That
dislike
one was fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one was fine because it was there was more emotion going on, so it kind of feels like they were kind of just getting out the way.
yeah.
That was a song that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I did find it weird that even Vaggie didn't know what could kill angels.
I don't think that's that weird because Lute, the girl that's with Adam,
Yeah.
she didn't know either.
Oh yeah, because she did say how did.
And Adam didn't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Adam's like, that's how they can kill us?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So weapons,
yeah,
even though
they
they've used it on each other, kind of thing.
I don't. Well, they use it on demons, so they probably thought it was like
Well,
some
they used
video
it-
game holy weapon.
They used it on Vaggie.
to stab her,
Yeah.
not to and clip her wings, but not to do anything else. They didn't go for the kill.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they just left it. They
Yeah.
cut her wings and then left her there. Okay. Yeah, I guess they wouldn't know.
I think they just wanted to injure Vaggie and then have demons just come up and kill her,
Well, it wouldn't kill
or
her. Yeah.
or leave her to suffer. Basically,
Yeah.
it's like that thing with Zeus where he traps the one guy and forces the eagle to eat him like every day.
Yeah.
Basically that.
I
Like
gotcha.
she's just stuck getting like wrecked down there the whole time.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that would make sense.
It was like a punishment type of thing.
Yeah. So overall in this conversation, characters we don't. I don't like Adam.
And I
Uh,
don't like that V girl.
Velvet. Yeah, she's
Velvet, thank
probably
you.
like a second to me. Velvet.
Even though I think Velvet is more interesting of like, oh, I don't like Vox either. I'm gonna just say, yeah, Vox and Velvet.
Yeah.
Love Valentino though.
Yeah, Valentino's nice.
I really like Valentino. I
Yeah.
wish they could do it. They could still take Vox out of the picture at some point.
Oh yeah.
I just don't like Vox's character. It feels too weak
Yeah.
compared to what Valentino brings to the party.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Granted, like I feel like Valentino probably wouldn't be able to produce as much because of Vox, because Vox is the whole TV thing. But granted, Valentino as like the character, the not the porn director, the character though, he does a really good job.
No, the porn thing's fine because that makes sense with the aspect of the
Oh
show.
yeah, no, I'm saying like you take that away from him, he is still a great character.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
he is cocky.
you take Vox's whole TV thing, he's got
Yeah,
nothing.
like
Yeah.
I like Valentino because he shares a lot of similar like prideful type behavior,
Mm-hmm.
cockiness, like I was saying, and all that. But like, it doesn't feel showboaty, and it actually feels confident, which
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of characters in the Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss don't actually have. They feel like they're too loud and proud with it.
Yeah.
Or Valentino actually kind of owns him.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's like I think one of my characters that like I really enjoy. That's not a huge part of the story
Yeah.
yet. But obviously, with Angel Dust probably being a major contributor to the show, we'll see him more.
Yeah.
Let me get back to my notes.
The notes.
My notes. All right, just real quick. Your favorite voice actor? 3, 2, 1. Lucifer's.
Lucifer,
Yeah.
yeah. Lucifer's voice actor. He's got an amazing singing voice. Not only that, but I don't know if you can say this about anybody else, but I feel like when Lucifer has expressed emotion or talked, I can feel it through his voice. Everybody else, it happens every now and then, but every time with Lucifer, I've never had a not with him.
I enjoy how much it might be their design, or it might just be how he sings,
Mhm.
but he does not stay at the same level when he sings,
Yeah, no.
and he's constantly changing,
Yeah.
which I like a lot.
It's like when I first saw Lucifer, I don't know why, but when I heard his voice jump to excitement because Charlie called him, it made me excited for him. I was like,
Yeah,
there he
and
goes.
I agree with people. I love this iteration of Lucifer where like, he's like a caring dad for his daughter,
Yeah.
but he's also like very powerful.
Yeah.
And one thing that I think might throw people off is like, well, why is he acting like this? Shouldn't he act like a certain way? But it's like when we're going through a story and you're going through the main character's perspective, Charlie doesn't see Lucifer the same way as other people would. Like she doesn't see the king of this like dimension and everything that's within it. She sees him as dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like,
You're gonna see him portrayed as that
as
in the
her
show.
father,
Yeah.
not as the overruling emperor
Yeah.
that he is,
Yeah. No.
which I enjoy.
Yeah.
I do like that. To other people, Lucifer is very ferocious
Yeah.
and like
Especially when
willing
he
to,
was like on Adam.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, when he's just bloodlust, because I think
could
Lucifer is the sin of wrath,
so
right?
I don't know.
I think so.
Okay.
I like Lucifer. I think is supposed to be the wrath sin because
Okay.
we have what Asmodeus for lust
Yeah.
and a few other ones. He's not going to be sloth or
Yeah.
greed. That's
Well, Greed has a thing already.
oh, does he?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
He's the one who Greed's I forgot his name, but the Greed sin is the one that owns Viscerali.
Oh, okay,
That big
okay.
clown guy, that's Greed.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
I think Lucifer's wrath. I think he takes that one. I'm pretty sure, but I do like how he's like,
Don't quote it, but we're
yeah,
pretty sure.
pretty sure,
Yeah.
just in case. Make sure this phone's not falling here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I do like that cheery attitude, and it feels pretty similar to Blitz. and how he acts with Luna, but there's more confidence to Lucifer.
Yeah.
So he's not as like worried that he can't impress.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
he knows what he has.
who's the voice actor that plays Lucifer? So we can get that name out there. You want to look it up?
Jordan
Jordan.
Jordan something.
Yeah, I feel like with like the voice that, because Lucifer's voice actor, whenever like he feels emotion, it makes me feel it because I know how well he's doing it.
Sorry. Okay. Jeremy Jordan.
Jeremy Jordan. Okay, that's why I feel like the the scene that sticks in my head the most with Lucifer is when he's just on Adam beating the shit out of him, and he's like, "You're in my house now, bitch!" Like it.
Yeah.
I feel like because I hate Adam so much, and because I love the voice actor, that just makes me be like, "Yeah, you're at his house."
Oh, Cameron adores watching the character he hates get mollywopped.
Oh, dude, I love it. In any show, like as soon as that character that I absolutely despise just starts getting smacked around, I'm just like,
this is what I've been waiting for. Yeah. This is my crack.
Honestly.
But like, yeah, so like with his songs, I do like how much he changes.
Yeah.
Throughout. And I saw a comment saying that he goes through every sin in his song before Alistair cuts in.
Oh.
Except lust.
Oh, okay.
Which makes sense because he's talking to his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like at first I think it's pride because he's like flaunting his success.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a quick thing about like violence. Mm-hmm. So you get wrath. There's like the slot machine part. So you get greed. Yeah. There's the food one where he's like stuffing Charlie's like table. Yeah. With all sorts of dishes. So gluttony. Yeah. I don't know about the lazy one.
Sloth.
Yeah, sloth. That might be a tough one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to look again.
Yeah.
But I know there's obviously envy that comes up with Alistair. Yeah. Right off the bat. Yeah. Well, Alistair does call him out on being a dud. So that might be the lazy part. Yeah. Is that 5 or 6? Can't remember. I know we're obviously skipping lust. Yeah. But there was there one more?
I think you got him.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
if I missed one, I'm sorry. Yeah. But I like that. I thought that was cool. That like he so effortlessly goes through each sin without a thought. Like that would be Lucifer. What Lucifer should do. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, you know. And then what a segue into who's your favorite character now that we've talked about voice actor.
Honestly, I liked Adam.
Oh, really?
Not my favorite, but I actually did like Adam quite a bit. I like him because he kind of goes against the logic of what you expect someone from heaven to be.
I gotcha.
I know we were talking about like how like they let a lot of stuff slide.
Basically, for the reasons why I don't like him is why you do.
Well, like I think I like the writing on. I think it's good because it's very it's supposed to be one thing, and then it smacks you with something else.
I gotcha.
I do like that about Adam because he's just constantly like in a barrage of just, what is this? This is not what an angel should be. I think it makes you root against him at times.
Yeah, I think what it is with Adam for me, it might be straight up because he's written so well to be an asshole that it makes me hate him more. But the character's doing its job. That might be why I hate him so much.
Yeah. But like, well, like I don't know. That's like one of the underrated probably favorites. I do like Lucifer. But there is the problem of him feeling too similar to other characters.
Right.
So that's kind of tough. I like Husk, but I want to see Husk more. Yeah. That's the hard part. Like, I do like that Husk was willing to stand up to Alistair and call him out on being on a leash.
Yeah.
Because I think that episode really helps Alistair not default into, like, his usual mindset because he was helping. I think her name's Mimsy.
Yeah.
And he tells her, like, you need to be on redemption or you gotta leave.
Right.
And I think that was good. I think Husk was the one to kind of push Alistair into that because no one else in that house is going to call Alistair out except, like, Vaggie. But no one cares for Vaggie.
Yeah.
No one takes her serious. She could probably beat everyone up, but she's empty threats for the most part.
Yeah. Get it. Yeah, no, I see what you're getting there with it there. Like, I would have to say overall right now, mine is Husk, but
Yeah.
I want to see more of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the reason why I like him so much, first off, I like the voice actor.
Keith David.
Keith David. I really loved Keith. I love Keith David's voice. Especially in like Princess and the Frog. I love that song with the
Does
witch
he voice
doctor.
Goliath on Gargoyles?
Oh, he might. But I love that voice that he does. That song that he does as the witch doctor in Princess and the Frog.
He does.
Oh, he does do Goliath.
Yeah. If you're watching this, just go to type Gargoyles intro into your search bar. It is just like 49 seconds of magic.
It's so good.
Oh, it's really good. His voice is immaculate.
Yeah.
There's no one else that fits that voice.
Yeah. And I think what makes me like Husk a lot is because he has kind of a mysterious background. You do know at one point he was an overlord, which means he is somewhat powerful. At to a degree he is strong, if not maybe equal level to Alistair in strength. Only reason why I say that, of course, it's most likely not true, but only reason why I say that it's because it seems he doesn't state it, but it's heavily implied and thrown in your face that Alistair has his soul because he was a gambler and lost a bet to
Yeah.
Alistair. Not that they fought and Alistair overpowered him. It was like, oh, now you work for me. But Husk literally can't fight back because his soul is Alistair's.
Yeah.
And so like that puts Husk at a power scale that we don't know yet, which I'm curious to find out. Um, Not only that, I think one of my favorite traits of Husk is the fact that he is a really good uh, per- person reader. Like he can look at people and know exactly like
Sort of. Yeah.
yeah, he can kind of like figure them out by like listening to them.
Well, like it's sort of just because he is gonna see everyone when they're drunk.
Yeah,
So like he knows everyone's like deep thoughts and everything
yeah,
when they come and vent to him. So like I kind of get what you're saying, but like he does say that he has that power because like everyone talks to the bartender.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He basically states
yeah.
because you guys talk to me when you're drunk.
Another thing about Keith David though, if he didn't voice Husk, I think he would make a wonderful Zestial.
Oh yeah, he would have
Yeah,
done
I
great as
think he would
Estiel.
have fit Zestial's voice. Like he would have fit that character
Yeah,
perfectly
the
fine.
voice actor for Zestiel does a good job.
He does a great
But
job.
he still would have. It
But
still would have sounded great.
if he wasn't Husk, if Keith David wasn't Husk, I
Yeah.
would have loved to hear him as Zestial.
Yeah,
Watch it be Keith David.
yeah. What I did like too is that they did include Brandon Rogers in Hazbin Hotel too, because of course he plays Blitz in Hell of a Boss and he does a spectacular job. He does a really good job voice acting that. So I was happy that they gave him a position in this show, which playing the news lady.
Yeah,
Which I
I'm
think
not
he
a
does
huge
well.
fan of the news lady.
No, I don't think she's a great character or anything like that. I just like his voice. Like his he does a really good job voice acting and like I feel like he takes on a lot of characters and he does pretty good. Cuz I do like how he is with Blitz and Hello Boss. I think he does a great job with Blitz.
Oh yeah, I believe. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. But like playing the girl, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't really care for it.
Yeah. It was just more of like a voice actor kind of shout out thing than like
Yeah.
check out this character.
I get you. I already brought up Carmilla. Love her voice.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else's voice who like saying that you were like, oh, that's nice?
Um
I know we've been kind of praising them, but is there anyone else?
Yeah, I don't really think so. I know I heard, I'm not sure if it's true, but I heard that like in the pilot Alistair had like multiple voice actors
Oh,
leading up for him.
speaking of Alistair,
Yeah.
I think he's probably in the most songs.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he probably even beats out Charlie.
Yeah.
Like I think Charlie has more solos.
Well, there's a couple songs where Alistair is even in the same song that Charlie's singing.
Yeah, like he cuts in.
Yeah.
At some point, yeah.
Which is fine. He's
I don't
on the
mind.
radio yet.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's just like interesting.
Yeah. But like Alistair's voice actor, I feel like does a great job compared. Like I feel like I prefer this one over the pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I feel like there's more consistency. I don't know if it was like I gotta rewatch the pilot, but if it was true that Alistair had multiple voice actors in the pilot, I would feel like the consistency wouldn't be as good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but he does. I feel like that voice actor does a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who overall was your favorite character? Were you saying that Husk was there, or like?
Um, I don't know. It's hard. It's
Okay,
hard to pick a favorite.
I gotcha. Like I feel like Husk. Like even right now, I would have to say technically Lucifer would be my favorite because of everything that kind of happens with him, and like his voice actor is great, his songs are great, the moments he's in the show is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Husk's background is gonna make me like him the most.
Yeah, we don't have enough on people yet, so it's just like, do you like Charlie or do you like someone else for a more like nitpicked reason?
Yeah, it's kind of like a
I can see the love for Alistair. Like I'm fine if that's like who you pick as your favorite.
mhm.
If you pick the little girl, I'm gonna
Uh,
fight.
see, like Alistair was
Just
my Alistair was my favorite in the pilot, but that's only because
well, you didn't know anyone else.
yeah, Alistair was actually the only one that was given background in the pilot too.
Well, Alistair
So,
also comes in flamboyantly
oh yeah,
in the
in the
in the
pilot,
pilot.
yeah,
Like Angel Dust, you find him kind of going back and forth with like the grenade stuff with the girl,
yeah,
the
with Cherry
Australian
Bomb.
girl. Yeah. Oh, okay, you know that one.
It's because her head looks like a cherry bomb.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Like so, I don't know. Angel Dust is all right, but what you like Vaggie because she gets mad? Like you can't hate Vaggie. Charlie.
Oh, you really?
Charlie's kind of like Steven from Steven Universe.
Yeah, yeah.
I think she's kind of trying to hold this whole thing together, and it's not working out very well.
No.
But she's trying to keep it cheery.
Yeah, yeah.
I do like that she does get reality checked really hard with Adam revealing that Vaggie was an angel,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was a very nice twist.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice twist.
I figured they were gonna do something with Vaggie in some way like that.
Yeah.
I thought she was gonna be she used to be with Carmilla because
Yeah.
she looks like Carmilla's daughters.
Yeah, she does.
So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
like whatever. Maybe there's someone
sorry,
there.
my dog's drinking water in the background. I don't know if the mic's picking that up. Like he's gulping.
Let it happen. I can't, Sammy. But yeah, I figured something would happen with Vaggie that makes her more important because she's in a very important role, being the main character's love interest.
Yeah, and they were doing a lot of like backgrounds and other characters, of course, besides Alistair, because Alistair is supposed to be the big mysterious guy. But they were kind of hitting everybody else pretty good, and then like was it almost felt like they were avoiding Vaggie, and it made me feel like Vaggie's got something. Vaggie had something that the reason why they're not touching on her yet, and of course, um, near the end of the season, it's because she was an angel. It's like okay,
Yeah. You know, yeah. So it feels annoying because like I did just roast the character from being too samey with others, but honestly, I do like Lucifer and Adam quite a bit. They're probably my favorite of the protagonists, father, or what's I don't know what it's called, but well, I don't know. They're not a protagonist. They're someone else, I think.
Yeah.
And then
it's whatever assists the protagonist is what Lucifer is.
Yeah. Whatever that. Yeah, like I don't know. I like them.
Adam would be the antagonist, 100%.
Yeah, he is. He is an antagonist.
Yeah.
So
whatever the support character is that helps boost the protagonist is.
I think it's Lucifer a support character. I think it's called support character.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a major support character.
Yeah.
I like Blitz a lot in Hell of a Boss. So
well, I feel like Blitz is really good because Blitz
he's kind of the only one.
Yeah, he's the only one in the show that's like that. The closest one to him is Raleigh, But
But they're
Fizzarolli kind of
related.
yeah, and Fizzarolli also kind of has his own thing going on
Yeah,
too, while
like
Blitz is just
yeah.
Blitz.
I'm not mad if characters act the same if they've been like friends for a long time, or if they're siblings or something, family.
Yeah.
Um, but you know, when we have such a distinct group, Adam, Lucifer, Vox. There was one more I said. Oh well.
Adam, Lucifer, Vox, and oh man, you did have one more.
I
I
think
can't
it might
remember.
have been Blitz, but
Uh, just comparing them to Blitz, yeah.
yeah, like
Because
there's too
technically,
much difference between them.
yeah,
Like, yeah, obviously Adam had a history with Lucifer, but like they're not like besties.
yeah.
They that
Why do
was
they
just
act the same if they're
yeah,
like if they hate each other? Why are they acting the same?
yeah. Well, I don't think Lucifer doesn't hate Adam.
Well, no, Adam hates Lucifer though. Adam straight hates Lucifer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think Lucifer like cares too hardcore.
No, Lucifer doesn't care. The insults he was throwing at Adam. I took your first wife and your second wife's down here too. I
yeah,
was like, oof.
I do like how Alistair confronted Adam versus how Lucifer did,
Yeah.
because Alistair came into that fight with generic type insults
Yeah.
of what he just learned about angels.
Yeah.
So it didn't really like cut into any feelings there.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Oh, you're sloppy," and things like that. Like it was cute. Like it's a
Yeah.
fun little banter thing in the middle of fighting. But I like how Lucifer like crawls under Adam's skin
Yeah.
when they're like in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, because they have history.
Yeah,
So
they had
there's like,
history. Yeah, and
yeah.
like you feel like they're both being like, you know, mocking and like
Yeah.
trying to taunt Adam more, but like one of them really hits home. I
Yeah.
like that a lot. I like
What?
that was all in the same episode.
Yeah, that one of them actually knew how to taunt him and
Really
really
get
get
him, yeah.
under. Yeah.
Hmm.
And of course, it being Lucifer, who like is known for that. Like,
Um, I'm gonna skip ahead a bit because favorite song is the Lucifer one. We're gonna skip that one
yeah,
for
yeah.
now.
We both Lucifer is the not so the first Lucifer one. I wanted to touch on that real quick. That's mine and Jason's both favorite song. Is that first Lucifer song? That one reminds me so much of
Genie.
the genie song from Aladdin. You ain't never had a friend like me.
Hmm.
If you like look at them side by side, there's a lot of like it's not the beat or the chorus, it's the music video itself.
Mm.
It's so much like it because Genie will do that. Like same thing with Genie does the greed gluttony. Like he
Yeah.
pops up with like the sin things because he's like, oh, this is what people want, and it's very similar to how Lucifer kind of does it. But Lucifer is more of like I do this, and like Genie's like I can give you this.
Yeah. Well, I
So
mean, that's the same song. They can
yeah,
give Charlie the world,
yeah, yeah.
or they give Aladdin the world. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Concepts the same. It looks so similar. I want to say that the song. I want to say the music video at least is
It could be
inspired by the
inspired.
song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it could be.
but the song itself does have a different beat and its own kind of tone, which is good. But it reminds me so much of it. I was watching it, I was kind of like, yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
And then the second Lucifer song is my favorite, the one at the very final episode, the very final song. I like that one
The
a lot.
final episode.
Yeah,
Okay, I did like his song with Charlie,
yeah,
with when they're like learning about each other more.
yeah,
I did like help you do anything, something like that.
yeah, yeah,
I did like it. I haven't listened to it enough since. I've really been on the first Lucifer song.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's so good.
it's good. But I feel like I would like that one too.
Yeah,
The last one of the episode, the final episode, it was okay. I don't know if it's my favorites,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it was okay. Um, but I wanted to go back to that Lucifer and Adam fight to bring up the fact that he essentially tells Adam that he's been with both of his wives,
yeah,
which I think's interesting
yeah,
because I was telling Cam that at first I was like, well, is Charlie actually Lucifer's daughter? Blah blah. But then you see Lucifer, so you
yeah,
know that's true.
yeah, yeah. They look
But
exactly alike.
yeah, I wonder if Lilith is actually Charlie's mom, because the way she's cold and distant and acts and stuff is very off compared to Charlie. And I think Charlie honestly acts more like an angel or how you'd expect one to act.
Yeah.
So I was kind of wondering because Lucifer does bring up that he does little hip thrusts
Yeah.
when he's talking about Eve because Eve's the second wife
Yeah.
to the Hazbin Hotel lore,
Yeah.
right? Like Lilith came first, then it was
Yeah.
Eve.
Yeah.
He does do the little thrusts when he's mentioning Eve.
Yeah.
So I do wonder if maybe there is something there.
You know what? I have a huge like theory that I'm gonna throw out there.
Yeah.
I wonder if Lilith is mom and Eve is mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stepmom?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Lilith is probably the biological mother and Eve is the
Other way around.
the raised mother. No, I think it's that way.
No. Because no, Lilith, no, in the song or that.
No, what I'm saying for Charlie, I think Charlie might have been born from Lilith, but raised by Eve.
I think it's flipped.
You think it's flipped?
It's flipped. No, it's flipped because we see Lilith carry Charlie away from Lucifer in either the song or what led up to that second song of the episode.
Well, she was all kind of like shadowed, but you could be right.
Well, it's Lilith because we see Lilith at the end of the last episode.
Yeah.
Talking to Lute. So, not talking. Lute's talking to her.
I'm throwing that out there. I think that would be great, though.
I think it's just flipped.
Yeah.
I think that maybe there might be something with Eve.
That Eve
in the mix. We don't know how old Charlie is, though. So, it's hard to go off of.
Yeah. The only reason why I think that, it's because you were mentioning like Lilith seeing like cold and kind of standoffish.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Lilith being like that. Charlie mentions how she's doing what she's doing because her mom was doing it, kind of thing. And
when? Sorry, when?
Like the whole hotel thing. She mentions that she's doing it because her mom would want to help her people. So she's helping her people the same kind of way.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and so Lilith, by the way you were describing Lilith, is why I think that would be flipped the other way.
You think it's flipped? Okay.
Yeah.
So you
because
think
Eve would be the caring one.
But why wouldn't it be brought up?
I don't know.
And that's why. Yeah, that's why I'm wondering.
That's why I said it was like a out there kind of theory. It would also the other reason why I think it would make sense. It's because Adam goes on a tangent about how all the sinners there came from his nuts. That's his exact word. Yeah. So basically implying that you're all my children, and I feel like that's why Eve, being in hell, would want to care for all the sinners because those are all her children, which is where Charlie gets it from.
Eve probably should be, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious.
I feel like that might be it. I feel like Lilith might be mother, or Lilith might be mom, or whatever. Lilith,
just say biological.
Yeah, biological.
Who gives birth?
Yeah,
who gives birth?
I think Lilith gives birth.
You're changing it up.
I think that's how it is. You think it's the other way?
Changing it
I
for
think
me.
it's the other way. I'm changing it up for you.
You're changing it up from what I say.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Eve, biological mom.
Yeah.
Lilith raised Charlie.
I think it's the other way. So
I don't think so.
That's fine.
No,
that's fine.
I think you're wrong. Otherwise, we'd see Eve carrying Charlie away.
That's fine.
Why do we see Lilith carry Charlie away then?
Fine.
No, it's not. No,
it's fine.
No,
we'll see what happens in season.
It's probably just not even close.
Yeah,
it's probably not even relevant at all.
Turns out that like she was born from a test tube, but
I know. Yeah. It's all Sir Pentius's plan.
Yeah,
he put Charlie in a cave.
He took Lucifer's seed and put it in one of his egg boys.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Those egg boys were fantastic.
Oh, they were comical relief. I did love. You've known about this? They say crazy shit all the time. The banks are controlled by the government. See, it's so good.
Yeah. Theory. I think there's a big theory going around where everyone assumes that Alistair is shackled by Lilith.
Yeah.
And he's being controlled in some way by her.
So now that I have that Eve theory, I think it's Eve.
You think
I'm gonna say right now, she's
going
shackled.
in?
Yeah, I'm doing Eve. You brought up
because
the
Lilith is in heaven.
Yeah, Lilith is in heaven.
Still.
Yeah.
So would Alistair have gone at all? I don't know.
Well, then there's also that huge theory going on the internet that Alistair is a fallen angel. I don't think
Well,
he is.
not you don't have to be that, but he does
Yeah.
disappear for they said 7 years.
Yeah.
So I
You
mean, he could have gone to heaven with Lilith,
Yeah.
but why?
Why? Yeah.
Why would he go there?
Yeah.
Like Lilith, she has some sort of deal. Like Lute says something about like
If you want to keep your deal, you have to
Yeah.
keep your child in check or something like that.
something like that. Yeah. So see, that's I don't know.
Yeah.
That's hard. I don't know why Alistair. Yeah, why he disappeared for 7 years. I could see it being something to do with Lilith.
Yeah.
But I don't really get what they would do in heaven. So I'm kind of curious.
It's throwing more theory out there. I can see this happening this way. Eve was known as the mother of giving life for in most biblical lore and that kind of stuff going on in most biblical ideology. She's the mother of giving life. I can see something happening where Alistair and Lilith did go to heaven together. Lilith betrays Alistair. Alistair, back in hell dying, makes deal with Eve to protect Charlie, which is where he's stuck in this contract. I can see something like that. Like, I save you if you protect so and so. Because Eve knowing about the purge and all that kind of stuff, and
I do think Vaggie in
it's just a toss out there.
It's fine, but I think Vaggie in the pilot brings up that Alistair just appears overnight and starts making a name for himself
when he first showed up in Hell.
Yeah, but that's when he first showed up.
Yeah,
so that's before the disappearance.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah,
that's where I'm trying to see where that would go, because he's already got the power. So what would he need to do for Lilith to betray him?
I'm thinking
he doesn't have that much power.
I feel like it could have been part of their kind of deal.
But I don't know, what kind of power does Alistair have that makes him so special? Because there's the tiers.
Yeah.
That there's people are putting tiers out. So it's imps and dogs, the Luna.
Mm-hmm.
They're the lowest tier.
Yeah.
And then there's anyone else that's born.
Hellborn.
Yeah, I don't know what demons those are. They're the singer that blitzes and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
The succubus, and then there's the queen bee or whatever her name is, that fox bee thing.
What? No, I thought she was a sin.
Is she? She could be
the singer.
Know. Yeah,
I think so.
You think so?
I think she's a one of the major sins. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know she had that kind of power.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's up there. Yeah. Then you have the sinners, the humans that died and went, and they're there now. Then you have the overlords. This is where Alistair, Zestiel, Carmilla, all them are.
The seven sins.
Yeah, the Ark Croatia.
Yeah, the Ark Croatia.
That's where Stolas, Octavia, those people are.
Yeah, this is all, of course, from what it's been said by, I think, I want to say, I haven't heard it.
Vizzy probably put out a tier list.
I think, well, no, I think Vizzy stated that Hell of a Boss and
they're in the same universe.
The same universe.
Yeah, they're in the same universe.
Okay. So this tier list is how it's interpreted.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of why we get to see the Cannibal City.
Yeah.
With Hazbin Hotel, because I think they were trying to avoid doing anything with Hell of a Boss right now.
Yeah.
So they were just what's a we can get delve into some other spots.
Yeah.
Before the inevitable crossover would have to happen.
Yeah.
On some level.
Yeah.
Even if we don't need to see Blitz in them, but it would be nice to see Stolas pop up.
Yeah.
Because I think that'd be interesting.
Any of the sins, even, because I feel like they would be playing a role.
The sins need to play a role in Charlie's life at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
It wouldn't make sense otherwise.
Even if Osmodeus showed up out of nowhere, that's a crossover. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's a thing.
Then after that, it's I think Lilith, Charlie are in the next tier above, and then Lucifer's at the top.
Yeah, yeah.
The King, Queen, Princess. Yeah. So yeah, Lucifer, Charlie, Lilith, the seven deadly sins or six deadly sins, because I think Lucifer's wrath.
Yeah. You can just say the sins.
Croatia, sinners, Hellborn, imps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then talking about like some little things here and there on the show too. Um, I don't know if anybody else wants to correct it or leave a comment and let me know if
Oh, I
if
completely
what I
skipped
saw
over
was
words.
wrong. No, oh, okay,
Oh,
okay,
that
okay.
thing. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, so in the episode Welcome to Heaven, in the background of where Charlie and God, Vaggie, I keep skipping that name. Charlie and Vaggie are standing, and the camera like pans up, and behind them, carved into the wall, looks like a Croatia. It looks just like Stolas's wife.
I'll try to find what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can show you in the episode,
Okay.
but like I saw it for the split second, and I was like, "Wait!" And I paused it, I backed it up, and I showed my roommate who lives here with us, and I was like, "Doesn't it that look like a Croatia?" And he was like, "It does, but it looks like Stolas's wife." And I was like, "Well, I feel like female Croatias could all kind of look similar." He's like, "Yeah, but Stolas's wife looks a lot like that." And I was like, but it's probably just a random Croatia. Even then, why is there a Croatia there? That puts in some kind of connection there." I feel, if that is one, but it looks just like Stolas's wife.
Well, yeah. While the Croatias aren't like super powerful, I guess technically, because like they're underneath the sins. I think that's it though. Like,
Yeah,
because then it's just the high tiers after that.
yeah,
But I think they have the magic that like lets them traverse dimensions and all that.
yeah. They can go through space and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
So I think I wonder if Croatians get more of a pass
I think, yeah,
with evidence because they're also born, right? They're not sinners.
yeah, they're born.
Yeah. So
I think they're hellborn, but I think they're hellborn to kind of manage hell.
I could see
Because
that.
yeah, because I feel like in ways Stolas gets told that like, oh yeah, you're like you manage this region of like hell, and I feel like the Croatians probably have a direct connection to heaven through their grimoires, and of course like their place is just in hell. Yeah,
they're allowed to walk Earth.
yeah,
Apparently.
yeah,
So that by itself is very odd.
yeah.
Stolas says like it's like a very dangerous thing for him to lend the book out.
Mm-hmm.
So Croatians have a lot of freedom compared to a lot of characters, and I think they probably have more freedom than the sins.
Yeah.
So I do think that there could easily be some sort of combination there.
Yeah.
That they're allowed to visit more frequently than others would be.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, there might be some sort of peace thing that happens. Because I think Adam refers to Charlie as like protected by some sort of contract.
Yeah.
So I could see that the Croatians also have that because why wouldn't they be targeted?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're powerful. Like you would want to get rid of them.
Yeah.
You would assume.
Which is why it would make sense for like other Hellborn to also be protected. Why you don't see.
Well, actually, I was thinking that Croatians and up are protected, while everyone else isn't.
Well, I was thinking like imps maybe still are.
I don't think
because
so.
There's not much that happens like. It's never, well, granted, they might have not had the idea or concept, but it's never brought up in Hell of a Boss about the whole extermination thing.
I think it's just because they probably go to one specific city to do it.
Oh, okay.
Because it's wherever Charlie lives. I don't think Charlie lives in the same city as the other cast.
Because there's different rings. There's multiple rings of hell.
Yeah. So I think Adam and all them visit a specific ring.
Yeah.
To murk everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was wondering, like,
I think there is a ring where most like sinners, not Hellborns, but I think there's a ring where most sinners reside. and
Yeah,
that
that
might be
makes
the
sense.
ring. Yeah,
Yeah, because like in the song with Adam, they refer to like they're gonna kill them again.
yeah,
So yeah, they probably don't actually care for the imps and all that because they don't mean anything.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I do question why the seraphim care so much for the sinners to be killed. What was her name? Sarah,
Yeah.
and then Emily.
The younger
Emily.
Sarah was the bigger one, and then Emily was the younger one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think she said like she fears an uprising.
Hmm.
But if that's the case, why don't they go after Groatius?
Right.
Because I don't imps and all them don't have magical powers like that. I don't think they have any.
Yeah.
Like they can transform.
Or not, or at least why not ask the Croatians like, hey, you need to manage hell better and like drop your sin count
Yeah, like that's why I think
because they have the powers to do so. Like Croatians know they can get their hand. They know how to get. Imps know how to get their hands on holy weapons. Like I'm sure Croatians can.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently not a lot of people know about holy weapons. Even angels don't.
Oh
They didn't know
yeah.
they could kill angels until
Well,
it started
well,
happening.
they didn't know that their holy weapons could kill angels, but they knew holy weapons could kill sinners.
Yeah.
So they can tell the Croatians like use these to kill the sinners, and which Croatians would know.
I don't know. Yeah, I want to see more Groatia stuff
Yeah,
because I think that's gonna probably be the biggest tie-in between everything.
yeah,
I would like to see more of it.
yeah. I would like to too.
I know you would. You
Yeah,
little stolus simp.
yeah. If the universes are the same,
They are.
both the shows are the same. Stolas is
They are.
my boy.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that's like confirmed they are.
yeah. I'm pretty sure. But still, like Stolas is my favorite character. I love that guy. He's so good.
So,
He's written so well. His song is my favorite song, and it's
is it
funny because
amongst all of them?
yeah,
Oh,
it's funny because it wasn't even written by the the writer,
that's fine.
but like they ended up like I think they bought the rights to the song. I'm not quite sure, but either way, they had the voice actor for Stola sing it, and I'm like, oh, I love it, it's so good.
Oh.
Going back like about midway when we were talking about our gripes and like positives in the show.
Okay.
Uh, I feel like Angel Dust in the pilot was written really well of using sex jokes as insults, while in the show he uses sex jokes to make someone uncomfortable, which I don't like. I liked it better as insults than it was uh I don't know. I feel like in the pilot it wasn't straight up like, oh, screw me, like just
Yeah.
come at me.
That was a pretty good impression for 5.5 seconds there.
Yeah.
5.5 seconds.
But
Half
yeah,
a second.
I feel like in the show he's really like just trying to sleep with anyone and everything. While in the pilot he was more snarky about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not too mad at it.
I get
Because
it. It
It
fits.
explains
it fits.
why.
Yeah, it explains why. But I feel like like I said, I might have to rewatch
I
the
won't
pilot.
get too upset when that happens.
Yeah.
If it explains, like, yeah, this is why that happens.
Yeah.
I'm not too mad.
Like I might have to just rewatch the pilot, but I feel like he wasn't like that.
One thing I kind of want to nitpick is that when Charlie gets like frustrated and she starts showing off her more demonic form,
Her horns and stuff
her
like
horns
that.
start
Yeah.
coming out. Like when she does it to angels, I don't really care if they don't react because they don't take her as a threat.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. But like, if she does that to demons, I kind of wish they would have a little bit of fear.
Like
Yeah, because like there's the scene where she's like charging towards Valentino, and he's just got like this big grin on his face. A little unfortunate. I kind of wish there was like a moment of hesitation. Where it's like, oh god,
Yeah.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
I kind of want Charlie to feel more powerful than she is. Like we know her character isn't like that.
Yeah.
But I think they should showcase her being like a serious threat if she's actually mad.
Yeah. We do know that her power level is, if she were to use it accordingly, we do know because of this final episode her power level was at least equivalent to Adam, which
It's
all
higher.
the sinners
It's
were scared
higher.
of Adam.
She she uses only a shield
Yeah.
in their fight. She doesn't use a weapon
Yeah.
because she's not trying to hurt anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think Vaggie yells at her to like do more, and she does like this firework attack.
Yeah.
But she like effortlessly takes down like quite a few exorcists
Oh, okay. Okay.
with like the little firework spell she does.
Oh, okay.
So I think she's clear cut above Adam.
Okay.
She just
Because
prefers not to use her
I know
weapons.
Adam went in for like a sucker punch on Lucifer, and she like caught him, and Adam was
Yeah,
like
yeah, and that's
surprised.
why I'm
Yeah.
saying I think
At least stronger.
she's
Yeah.
above Adam.
Okay.
Adam's human.
Yeah. Yeah. You're
Like
right.
he's not. He's above Alice. Like Adam's above other humans
Yeah. Yeah.
because he effortlessly beats Alistair.
Yeah. I feel like Alistair had him like squirming there for a second, and he was like, "All right, enough," and like, oh, we
I
didn't even talk about the death.
I don't think that I don't think that Adam was really trying too hard against Alistair because they were kind of just like mocking each other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They were just kind of talking
Yeah,
smack.
like
Yeah,
he's calling like an edge lord and stuff, which I thought was hilarious.
yeah,
And they're just like doing like playground insults.
yeah,
I don't think Adam cared too hard, but he realized like, well, he's putting up the shield, like he's an annoyance.
yeah, yeah.
So I got to deal with it. But he didn't have any fear about like anyone coming up on him
Yeah, no.
or anything else. I think
And
that was fine.
Serpentius just getting like
Serpentius got
wiped
obliterated. Yeah, quicker
immediately.
than like a Dragon Ball Z like Cyberman.
It's funny because there's a whole buildup of Serpentius going like, "I need my warship. I'm gonna go out in a blaze of glory," and Adam just like,
Yeah, exact sound. It.
yeah. And I like how it's like intense music, and as soon as Adam puts up his hand and just blasts the thing, it's just dead silent. Like it all cuts away.
But one thing that episode did show us is that because if a sinner dies not by a holy weapon, they'll respawn.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh yeah,
because
he didn't die by a holy
Serpentius,
weapon,
yeah,
huh?
he died by the blast. So he gets to respawn,
Yeah,
but he ends up spawning in heaven.
but nobody knows.
What do you mean no one knows?
What's good? They did the whole
Oh, okay,
like
okay.
grave thing. Yeah, none of the main
at
cast
the hotel.
know. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because I was like, there was like people around when he
Yeah,
showed
no,
up.
no, no.
Okay,
We know, and there's people that know, but the main cast doesn't know.
okay.
At least not yet.
I don't know how they'll know. They kind of.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know
I
if
don't know.
Charlie's allowed in heaven for a while.
Well, not Sarah, but the little one that likes
Emily?
Charlie. Emily. I think Emily might do something and like show Charlie something.
I could see Emily like visiting more. I would like to see her in season 2.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my! Now my rabbit's going crazy.
It happens. Season 2 though, who would you want to see more of? Because I would love to see Emily more.
Yeah, yeah. I would like to see more of the angel side. I kind of want to see what was up with the Croatia stuff, but of course that could just be like a random coincidence that looks like a Croatia. But knowing how Pop works, I don't think it was a random coincidence. But
I think they're pretty good with teasing.
yeah, but yeah, I would like to see just more of the heaven side outside of just the Exorcist.
Well, yeah, the
'Cause
Exorcist.
Sarah looked like she was scared of something like that was above her. Like, of course, like probably being scared of literal God, but
the seraphims aren't angels, right?
no,
Like
Sarah
Adam's not like an angel. He's like a demon to heaven.
Yeah,
Like the equivalent.
yeah.
Angels would be like the 7 deadly sins.
Seraphims are basically the protector of the gates of heaven.
Okay.
Yeah. But if they're going by, I think I want to say that's from biblical lore, and that's what they're running off of.
Okay. Yeah.
And then there's the angels that are no,
a bunch of eyes looking like that's what Lucifer is. Like those real angels.
Yeah. Well, so those ones have a specific name. I can't remember what they're called.
The Be Not Afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
angels.
yeah.
Yeah. Like Michael.
Yeah.
All them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because like I watched a whole video on this where a guy was talking about like the different like types of angels, and like he was talking about how he's not quite sure what angel Michael is, but Michael's the only one that's like Michael's the only angel in the Bible that gets the term archangel. So he's like, I don't know if that means he's a different angel, but he's the only one that has this, and it doesn't state what
Is
he is.
Archangel above?
Huh?
Is Archangel above?
It's people think so. Well, it's interpreted many ways. It's interpreted that archangel is just the right hand of God, like he is my arch, he is my angel, which what Lucifer was before he betrayed God, and then Michael got the title, or that archangel is another type of angel. And it's believed that the reason why Michael and Lucifer are destined to fight each other, it's because they were both archangels.
Okay.
But I don't know. There's
Well,
a lot.
isn't Lucifer God's left hand man or whatever?
So Lucifer was.
Is well, because isn't there like a whole thing with like people don't want you to be left handed because it's like the
I don't know.
devil's thing.
I don't
I
know. Maybe
swear,
yeah.
like yeah,
It could
I
be.
swear that's like a thing.
Yeah, it could be.
So I think that might be like Michael was the right, Lucifer was the left.
Yeah, yeah, could be.
I think, yeah.
Not saying any of it's true. A lot of it's stuff I'm getting off of interpretation and from other sources.
Oh,
I
jeez.
haven't looked at the source myself, so I can't say.
Do you okay? What type of character do you think they're gonna make God?
Oh my god.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, him. My him. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they might go the straight route of like um
You want to
just
relate it to someone else?
not really. I feel like the way they might portray him is just literally being the all-knowing being of like, oh yeah, I knew all this was
See,
happening, but
that's
everybody has their own free will. Like that's his whole thing. I'm just watching.
yeah. I always wonder with stuff like that. I could see it being that like he's not all knowing, and stuff goes on without like the under his nose,
Yeah, oh, gotcha. Okay.
and that's where like the seraphims and all them do stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to like keep it discreet for whatever
Yeah.
reason. I don't know why, but
Well, that's like God's whole thing too. Is like the way he's portrayed, at least in the Bible, is like, oh yeah, I know all this negative stuff is happening, but everybody has free will. I'm not gonna take that from them. I'm not gonna try to work against it because free will, for life to prevail, free will needs to be a thing. And I feel like that may be just what he does. Like, I feel like, of course, he would meet Charlie if he does get implemented,
I
and his
wouldn't.
whole thing
Yeah,
would be like, "Oh yeah, no, it's a good thing that you're doing
I
all this."
wouldn't mind if he acted kind of similar to Charlie. Like he was
Yeah,
like a nice, like happy person.
yeah,
I think that'd be nice.
yeah, yeah.
I kind of hope they don't
I
make
think
him
Michael
like
would be
an
scary.
edge lord.
Yeah,
Yeah, Michael. If they do something like that, or like other angels, if they
yeah,
actually bring them in.
yeah,
But the problem with that is there's just gonna be the interactions are probably gonna be strange.
yeah,
Just because, like, what do you do?
yeah,
It's only talking scenes. Like, we're not getting
yeah,
anything else out of it.
yeah,
Like, we watched how like effortlessly Lucifer deals with Adam
yeah.
because it's not close. Like,
No,
he never tries.
no.
Like, he gets mad, but he's like not even mad.
When he's
really.
quote unquote trying, aka
He's
mad,
just. I think he's getting
literally
into
just
it.
pinning down and just beating the
Yeah, I
crap
think
out
he's
of
just
him.
like enjoying himself. He's
Yeah.
not even like really going for a kill.
Yeah, no.
Because I think he was smiling while he's doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So I don't even know if he was actually that mad.
He was getting some enjoyment of beating the crap out of Adam.
He's just fulfilling his sadistic urges.
Yeah. Well, I think we can wrap that up there. We're going an hour and 30 minutes in now. So
Hey.
yeah, got a good, nice talk out of this one. Let us comment down below. Let us know what you think on Hell of a Boss, any part of it. Feel free,
Which one?
Hell of a Boss. No.
You goofed.
Yeah. Hazbin
You
Hotel.
goofed.
Actually, do both. Hazbin Hotel or Hell of a Boss.
Tell us which one you like more.
Yeah. Tell us which one you like more. Have open discussion in the comment. We'll reply back. We'll put in our thoughts and stuff like that. I will, at least. I'll reach out. I'll say stuff. You get that look, but I'll do it. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching.
We appreciate you.
Have a good night.